Okay, time to speed run. So how normal speed running goes, I believe this is how it worked, at least for Minecraft Bedrock, is that the timer doesn't start until you move. So you can go into F5 and everything. But for I'm gonna mix this so I can actually readjust things. And just say that it's we gotta start. So we're gonna start right about now. Okay. Okay, so the timer has started. I'm really nervous right now. So this is a voiceover, by the way. So I gotta explain some rules that I think should be ground. The moment where the PNG for the, what do you call it? For the bracer upgrade to pop that pops up, the moment it does a second one, like that frame, I think it'd be smart for that to be the frame that counts the end of the run. Of course, we can always adjust that. But this was such a good run. That's a lie. It's so possible for sub 10. I got a really good seed. I just didn't get a sub 10, and that sucks. I forgot how to craft things at the very end, and I was just like, what do I do? So as you saw, I just had to remind myself how to craft it. Since this is I'm making this the day after the update came out, and I didn't play it much yesterday. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's crazy how fun speedrunning in this game is. This is actually really good. Never mind, that was really slow. Yeah, so as you just heard, that was me being like, oh my goodness, ore bears, those are gonna be broken in this. They take too long to break. Maybe with a higher bracer they'll be faster, or maybe in the instance of where you only need a couple extra aura, that would make sense. But as of right now, aura berries are no go. Now this is also my first ever run. I know I was supposed to upload a title update video today explaining all this stuff, but I'm just gonna get it out of my head that I really wanted to speedrun this. Oh my goodness. I think it's like 10 or 15. I'm gonna get 15 just in case. Yeah, so I had to get 10 or 15 aura, not aura, noble glass. It was 10, but you need to get, as you just saw, 20 aura. And I actually forgot that the moment I exited it. So I was like, oh crap, how much aura do I need? 20. So I quickly went back up to the surface. There's of course a lot of optimizations you could do. I think one of the most obvious ones is you can actually go and collect clay before you go back up to the surface. I think that's a really big optimization that you can do, which, yeah, that is really true. So let's try to be really smart about what we're doing. And I'm looking back at this footage because I'm doing like a live voiceover thing in DaVinci, which is a really cool thing that they made it so much easier to do. And you know, I think I did a lot of good stuff, but at the same time I didn't do the best. As you saw, I heard the PB, so I instantly tried to look for it. Because I could not see that on my screen, at least when I was playing it, and I was like, I hear Kiwi, so I have to go after that and get it for the actual aura. And then there's another one right here, but this Kiwi only gave me 2 aura, so I don't know what's the aura change and everything, but I thought that would give me at least 3 or 4.
No, I'm 1 off.
No way, no way. That was my reaction to not having enough aura. Because the kiwi didn't give me enough, even though I know that kiwis can give. Apparently this shows that kiwis can give a different amount of aura depending on it. I thought that was only Tunnel Scouts, but it turns out it's also Kiwis. Also, I think being above road is also really smart because it's really good. And as you just saw, we just got another Bracer upgrade. But like I was saying, being above road is really, really good in a sense that it works perfectly. Almost near perfect. The only time you need to go down is if you can't find noble glass, which I got really lucky with this seed. This was completely random. You could see from the first frame in the video that this was a random seed. And I'm really, really happy about this seed. So I'm trying to be vaguely smart about this. And then I realized, wait, I have the second Bracer upgrade. Using the 3 mining tool, the 3 call mining tool, is that it's actually better now. I can like actually use it, which is really good. And then I tried out to get the aura, what's it called? The aura cluster. I don't remember what it's called. I'm gonna have to look it up afterwards. But I would say most of this video is unedited besides the ending. I had to edit the ending because I couldn't figure out what was the one to stop the timer. So I had to do it in post. So if it seems a little weird, I'm sorry. But I wanted it to be as genuine as possible. And I'm being as frank about everything. And I got really lucky falling right onto the clay. I didn't even notice there was clay down there. I just thought, oh, a cave. That's really, really good. So I made a campfire. I started to make all the fire clay. And then I knew I needed to make charcoal. And then you'll see in a second. So I saw I needed to make charcoal there. I was like, okay, that's fine. I can just make the clay, and then I can start work on the charcoal. So I have, what is that? 3 clay? 3 clay or is that 2? I can't see. I think that's 2 clay. And that is really, really beneficial. It really is. Because you only need 2 clay and I think it's like 3 charcoal. 3 or 4 charcoal. So, yeah, it must be like 4. No, it's 3. It's 3. Okay. I'm not crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so happy with this speed run, but I know I could have done so much better. And it was actually really good that I got those extra ember leaves, because you need to put a bunch of ember leaves inside of it just to make sure it would actually work in a sense. The speed run is over halfway done, way over halfway done. You know the final time. It's in the intro. I should probably look back and see what the final time is. I'll do that real quick. Hold on. Okay, so I just looked back to see what the final time was, and it's actually completely forgot about it. It's 11 minutes 1 second and 69 milliseconds, which is really, really funny. That was not intentional. I swear I did do some editing in post just to make the timer stop, but that was just on the timer. That's just really, really funny. Okay, so we got all we need, and we're about to leave the cave, and we're about to do the final thing we need to do, which is, this is the perfect time to do it too, because we need to wait till Tunnel Scouts. I don't think this run would be possible without Tunnel Scouts dropping so much aura, but it's very possible that it could be with the use of aura berries, using those aggressively, and using using a bunch of Kiwis. That's definitely possible. So I went after the Tunnel Scout, as you can see, and that Tunnel Scout AI wasn't working the best. I've noticed since this update, the Tunnel Scout AI has decreased in a sense. I don't know if they messed with the Tunnel Scout AI at all or anything. As you can see, I just struggled so much. I just gave up and tried to go for the other one. I still don't know necessarily the best way to trigger them. And I learned from this that you can actually just hit them from the other side, which is really funny and it's really OP if you can use it correctly, if you can use it for a time save at all. But most of the time you won't need to. I think maybe just to time save it from breaking the wood. I think that would be the biggest time save. Maybe it would save like half a second, maybe. And I actually screwed up right there, so it took some aura, which is fine because part of the Turner Scout AI is when it takes the aura, you can actually get the aura right back, which is really, really good. Okay, so we just passed 10 minutes. This is the point where I realized sub 10 minutes is possible. And I was like, yes, it's possible. Let's go. I don't have any raw footage for that because I did mute myself. But we're about to get to the final bit of the game. So we need, after this Turner Scout, 1 or 2 more. We need 1 more. Okay. We need 1 more. And I couldn't find the final one for like a while. And I was just like, why? Why? I know at the end of this run, I could have gotten a sub 11 if I didn't power up. But I think it would have been really smart. It was smarter for me to power up so I won't. Yeah, so I wouldn't die. So we power up, we get our crafting bench, and boom. I gotta stop the timer. No, that cleared. Okay, it's fine. It'll be fine. I can fix that in editing. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, we did it. We did it. I don't know the button to stop the timer. I plan on when I have some extra free time like I did today, which I really didn't, to continue speedrunning, trying to get better times. But I did get a really good world and I just screwed it up so badly. Which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. So anyways, if you have enjoyed the video, let me know. And we'll see you guys next time with hopefully the title update 4 video. Anyways, see ya.